Right, good morning. I'm going to shoot the DRX again today, and DRS. It'll be the second time of shooting it, but I've only got 1,000 psi on the gauge. I'll just show you the gauge down. Right, as you can see, I'm only on 1,000 psi, so I can't do many shots. But I had to come out. I got a little bit, well, being indoors for a couple of days really done me in, you know what I mean? So I've had to come out and get some fresh air. Yeah, I'm shooting Barracuda 15s today. I've adjusted the scope by guesswork, so I don't know where the pellet's going to go. This was zeroed in, yeah, it was zeroed in with the 25.6 grain pellets, the Rifle Thunder. So as I say, I'm guessing on where the pellets are going. So I'll see you outside. Right, okay, I'm going to try the magazine. I've got Barracuda 15s in now, and as I said in the shed, I'm guessing where these pellets are going to go. This is the first time I'm using a magazine, and I've got a squirrel target down there, and also one of the chaps yesterday left a spinner up there for me. So I'm going to go for the big bullseye first in the squirrel, and we'll see where this goes. This is guesswork when I zeroed it in. Oh, right, okay. So I'm pleased about that. As I say, I've only got 1,000 psi, so I can't take many shots. We'll go for the small one on the head. Right, it shot a little bit high to the left, to the right. It's almost in the same pellet hole. I must admit, at the moment, that magazine's shooting quite well. Bottom of the tail, the small one, I come a little bit left, low. Yeah, that shot dead straight, so. Yeah, I'm real pleased with the guesswork on the zero. So we're on the big target. Yeah. It's straight in the same pellet hole. And now we're on the lower target. Straight in the middle. Very, very good. Straight in the same pellet hole. Yeah, well pleased. So now I'm going to go for the bottom target. Yeah, straight in the same pellet hole. The big target. and that was the last shot. Right, okay, so I'll just decock it and check the air. Right, I'm about 800 psi now. 800, so I'm going to take another 14 shots, and then I'll call it a day. I find this magazine I loaded up this morning very, very easy. You know, some people say they're not very good, but personally I didn't find no trouble with it. What I should have done was brought out the chronograph, so I could have chronographed these pellets. But you know, I weren't quite sure how they was going to shoot, but they seem to shoot quite well. And these are Barracuda 15s, which I always used to use. Well, it's nice to get out in the fresh air anyway. And I'd like to thank everybody who's texted me and phoned me about using their equipment for pumping this up. But I'd rather not, you know, just in case anything ever went wrong. Richard received the motherboard yesterday, so he'll be working on that, I hope, today, and if I'm lucky I might get it back for the weekend, and we'll see if the compressor works. Of course, if the compressor don't work, well then I'll have to go and buy another one. Which I don't want to do, but yeah, it's a lovely day today, so I'm real pleased with that. So we're coming down to the lower target. Okay, I aimed at the wrong place there. Oh, moved again, but I must admit this is a beautiful rifle. Very, very light trigger. Maybe a little bit too light, but I do like a light trigger. Right, let's go for the spinner. You can see where it's been shot, so yeah, that's spun really well. Now at the bottom you can see his foot. See his foot there? Let's see if we can make a mark on that. No, just over the top of it. Oh, that broke his foot off. That snapped his foot off, okay. Yeah. what about his towel? Yeah. It spins very well, doesn't it? And it's straight on the same pellet mark. Not quite sure what to shoot at. The aerial. Yeah. Bottom aerial. Yeah. Fantastic little gun. The trouble is I've got water splashing on it. I'll go for the pellet hole here. Yeah. And that was the last shot. So that's 28 shots, 10 minutes. I just check the air because I don't want to go below 600. Right, we're in between, we're about 700 psi now, so I'm going to leave it as it is, because if the compressor works, it'll, well, I turn the video off and the camera. Yeah, it just got me out of the house for 10 minutes. Give me some fresh air, yeah. Yeah, second time shooting it, well pleased. What I might do later is change the plenum to a larger one so I can put a regulator valve on, regulator gauge. Now Buckrail does the tactical version stock, and it's half the price than the tactical stock which you could buy here. So whether I will invest, well not invest, but whether I will buy that Buckrail system, which works out about just over £220 to change this into tactical, I'm not quite sure. I like the look of it as it is. Water dripping down. I like the look of the rifle as it is in this black stock. So at the moment I'm thinking about just changing the plenum. Just changing the plenum here so it drops down, and I can put a gauge on for the regulator. But that's all I would do, I think. Yeah, second time shooting, fantastic. Fantastic little gun. It'd be nice to take it out to a longer range. I had something to say, but I just can't remember what I was going to say. But again, I'd like to thank everybody who's offered to loan me their air bottles, and also Paul to come down from Northampton to top me up. But at the moment, I think it's just giving me a little rest. Although I don't like missing shooting, you know what I mean? But it's gave me a little rest, and I was feeling very, very tired. Well, I still am, but that's the diabetes. All I've been doing over the last couple of days is sleeping, you know what I mean? But it'd be nice when Richard sends me the motherboard back, just to see if the compressor's going to work. That chip must have blown for some reason. Maybe age, I don't know. I mean, I've had it just under 3 years. And most days, it's operating at a minimum 4 times a day. That's just a minimum, you know, in a way of pumping guns up. I think the maximum has been 12, 13 times in a day. So it's really worked hard in 3 years. Well worth buying it, well, I think, as long as you use it properly, you know. So anyway, if you enjoyed this little video, it's just over 16 minutes, give the thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you when I get a compressor working. If not, I'll have to buy another one. So until then, I'll see you later. Okay, bye.